What is up, guys? This is Alex, your coach of the Toronto Star Raptors, here with my team builder for Week 6 against the Swindon Fletchlings, coached by CrazyRazey. Easily the best battler in the league and a mentor of mine. He always gives me advice on my teams. I'll build a team and I'll pass it to him and ask him, how can I make this better? And so he's been really good at coaching me on how to get better at team building, which, I credit his mentorship a lot for why I'm 5-0 right now, and hopefully we can keep it 6-0, but we'll see. I know Crazy finally got his first loss last week, but I blame RNG, not Crazy. I think he played really well. Not to take away from the Dark Rise, but I'm very scared for this week. So not having Crazy to kind of guide me this week is a little scary. Tyler was helping me out. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head what team you coach for. But he was helping me. So I actually did get a few practice matches in this week, which was greatly appreciated. And so I've kind of tweaked this team a little bit because of that. For those of you who don't know, I traded Electros for Rotom C. I just felt it was a better fit for my team. I felt fast volt switch is more my style rather than the slow volt switch. That's why I made that trade. And then you'll see my team on the left, his team on the right. Just a really quick breakdown. He's got Clefable. He knows how to use Clefable. He's going to bring Clefable. I hate Clefable. That's all I need to say about it. I need to get rid of it as soon as possible. He's got Mana Buzz, a decent wall, and a good defogger. And if I see the Mana Buzz, I do want to prioritize getting rid of it because I do need my hazards on the field this week. He's got the Arcanine, great defensive mon. Also can be running offensive and a potential Flash Fire user. So if I see it, I have to worry about Entei because I can't just click Sacred Fire. Because otherwise I could give him a boost and then his Flare Blitzes are just going to tear through my team. So I do have to watch out for that. He's got the Slowking. Great Regenerator Mon. Great Colder. It actually has more kills than my Entei, which is a little upsetting. But I do have to watch out for it because it is a great mom, especially with Regenerator. Forms a good core with Tangrowth, which also has Regenerator. I really wanted Tangrowth and Slowbro, but I couldn't get either of them. Next time. He's got the Ambipom, which is a mom I'm familiar with from the test season. I really love it. It's the fastest thing on his team. I do have to watch out for that. But I do think I have a great wall for it in Registeel. Next up, he's got the Miss Magius, a nice fast ghost type. Which also blocks my spinner, which is why I don't have it this week. He's got the Mega Ampharos, nice fat mon that he knows how to use. He knows how to set up with it. Got to watch out for that. He's got the Terrakion. I don't know a ton about Terrakion, actually, other than its typing and moveset. So I am a little worried about Terrakion, but I don't think it does that much to my team, so I'm kind of hoping he doesn't bring it. Actually, no, what am I talking about? It absolutely does. Stone Edge, Earthquake, Iron Head destroys me. What am I saying? He's definitely going to bring Terrakion. So I have to watch out for that, and I do have moves on it. He's got the Durant. After last week, I don't know if he'll bring it. He might be hesitant to bring Durant after last week. If he does bring it, it's probably going to be Scarfed, so it can outspeed Mega Diancie. And if he doesn't bring it, and if it's Scarf, he can't run Home Claws, and he has a chance to miss because of Hustle. Terrible. And then he's got the Muck. I'm not that worried about Muck, even though I love it. But anyway, that was a quick breakdown of his team. So now I'm going to get into my team. We got KY the Tentacruel rocking the Payapa Berry, which helps reduce psychic attacks with the Liquid Ooze because he does have the Tangrowth. Rocking Sludge Bomb, Scald, Toxic Spikes, and Ice Beam, fully specially defensive. I am bringing this. The Sludge Bomb and the Scald are obviously for Stab. Ice Beam is for the Mana Buzz because Mana Buzz is a likely switch into this thing because I am running T-Spikes and I'm going to prioritize getting the T-Spikes up. I need T-Spikes. Clefable, he's probably going to be running Magic Guard. He could run Unaware. I don't know why he would because I don't normally set up. Although I could with Baymax. Actually, that might be a good idea. Anyway, so I need... He's got the Arcanine, the Slowking, the Ampharos, the Tangrowth. He's got all these mons that have, like, he's got Regenerator and Recovery, and they're just fat as hell, and I need Toxic Poison on them. So the goal is get up Toxic Spikes as fast as possible. If he's got the Mana Buzz or the Muck, I need to get rid of those immediately before I use my KY here. And then once I do, get the T-Spikes up and keep them there. In testing, I found that Slowking was a big problem. It could take me out with a Psyshock. Because of my investment, I could take things like Volt Switch from the Ampharos. I'm neutral to Grass. Other things couldn't OHKO me with my investment. But a Psyshock from the Slowking can. So that's why I'm running the Payapa Berry in the hopes of living one hit and getting up my second layer of T-Spikes. Because I need them. I need to be able to whittle this down his team. He's just too fat for me to handle otherwise. So that is the goal with KY. Next up, we're going to go into Mufasa. Rocking the Choice Band this week. Sacred Fire, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and Extreme Speed. Obviously, I'm rocking the Adamant Nature because I have to. And I'm running enough speed to outspeed an Adamant Arcanine. It's the fastest thing I can outpace with this nature. Max attack, and then the rest is just dumped into health. Give me that nice odd number for Stealth Rocks. So I can't just click Iron Head this week. I am aware of that. I have to be aware of that. If I don't see Arcanine, great. If I see Arcanine and I know it's Intimidate, also good. But I do have to be careful of that. It isn't as good as I would hope. I got the Iron Head for Clefable. It's a 2-hit KO. Stone Edge hits Mana Buzz. Arcanine. Iron Head hits things like Terrakion, and the Ambipom does a lot of damage too. And then Extreme Speed is just for priority. With the band, the band is why I have to be really careful about Sacred Fire, because it's not enough just, giving him a Flash Fire boost to Arcanine is a problem, but then I have to switch out and take a Flare Blitz from something. So I really have to play around the Arcanine this week, so I have to be smart about how I use this thing. Next up, we got the Diancie rocking Diamond Storm, Moonbouse, Earth Power, and Calm Mind. Max special, max speed, max special attack, rest dumped into defense. I'm rocking max speed, so I can outpace the Durant. Again, I'm probably not going to leave it in against the Durant until I can prove to myself that it's Scarf. Or that's not Scarfed, I should say, sorry. I'm not running HP Fire for the Durant for the main reason of HP Fire IVs make me speed tie with Durant, and I can't have that tie. I need to outpace it. So with an Earth Power, I can actually, I think Earth Power does 70 to 80% damage, something like that. So if it's got a little prior damage, maybe it's Life Orbed, or I've my hazards up and I've done a hit to it before, I actually can kill it. So I do have to keep that in mind. I'm running the Calm Mind, so I don't know what I would set up on exactly. Maybe the Ampharos, maybe the Mandibuzz. I can get a couple Calm Minds up and then hopefully tear through his team. And yeah, that's the point. I'm not going to keep this thing in on a Durant normally. This isn't my answer for Durant. So not running the HP Fire isn't a huge deal. And then hopefully, worst case scenario, I can get an Earth Power off on it. And then Earth Power also helps me with the Ampharos, although so does Moonblast, the Arcanine, because the Intimidate will make my Diamond Storm not hit that much. And yeah, that's basically my Mega Diancie. Next up, we have Avion, the Tornadus Therian, rocking Life Orb, Heat Pulse, Dark Wave, Sludge Wave, and Hurricane. Max special defense. I'm running enough speed to outspeed an Ambipom that isn't Scarfed. The 4 IVs in special defense, so they're not wasted, and then the rest into HP. This is my Wall Breaker. That's what I want it to do. I wish I could run it modest, but unfortunately I can't because I need to make sure I outspeed the Ambipom. Heat Wave is for Durant, Tangrowth, Dark Pulse allows me to hit the Slowking and the Mismagius. Sludge Wave is for Clefable. and Tangrowth, and then Hurricane is just stab for everything else. It's that simple. I'm a little hesitant about not running U-turn on it because I love momentum moves like that, but I just didn't have a spot for it. I felt like Hurricane was much more useful, especially because of the Terrakion. Looking at his team, I might switch Hurricane for Grass Knot just because it hits the Terrakion and the Slowking very hard, but I think I'm going to stick with this. Anyway, next up we have Colossus, the Registeel. As far as I can tell, he doesn't have a low kick user this week, so we're running Clear Body, Earthquake, Iron Head, Stealth Rocks, and Toxic. Now, I know I said that I was going to prioritize getting T-Spikes up with Tentacruel, but I wanted a backup plan. I can take hits from the Tangrowth, I can take hits from the Slowking, and I can get Toxics off. As far as I see, he doesn't have a Heal Bell user. If he does, that's news to me. Although Clefable does get Aromatherapy. But if he's running Aromatherapy, it's more of a defensive mon. It's not a setup sweeper, so it's a little less threatening, even though it's more annoying. So that's something to note. But I do need to status his walls because they have Regenerator. They can keep coming in. I can't have that. Earthquake, Iron Head allows me to hit pretty much everything decently. Iron Head hits Clefable. Arcanine gets hit by Earthquake. Slowking I can't do anything to, but I got the Toxic. I can wall Ambipom for days. Mismagius. I don't think I would leave this in on Mismagius. I can take hits from Ampharos and hit with Toxic and Earthquake. Tangrowth obviously is a Toxic, and I can wall it for days. Terrakion, I just have to get out of there. Durant, I can take hits from, and Muck, I'm not worried about either. So I'm max physically defensive because the things I'm worried about taking hits are physical. And as special mons I'm going to be taking hits from, I naturally resist. So that's kind of the thought process there. I might make him a little more specially defensive now that I'm talking about it out loud, but if I do, I'll tell you guys about that before the match. And then last up, we have Baymax. Life Orb, Magic Guard, Psyshock, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, and Trick Room. Rocking the Quiet Nature, and then we'll put these 4 into defense, because why not? I'm not super set on this set. The Trick Room, he's got a pretty slow team. He's got fast, and he's got all the speed tiers. So Trick Room might not be that good, but if he doesn't prepare for it, I'm going to be able to outspeed things. I'm running the coverage to hit almost everything on his team. The Mana Buzz is a little kind of walls me. It does wall me. Arcanine, I can do massive damage to. Slowking, I can hit. Ambipom, I can hit. Mismagius, I can hit. Ampharos, kinda. Tangrowth, kinda. Terrakion, Durant, Muck, I didn't really know what to put in this last slot. I originally had Electros, but I really didn't like its moveset, and I felt like I was only bringing it because I had never brought it before, and I thought that might throw Crazy off, but I ended up trading it. I've switched it for Baymax. I've considered putting Sneasel in here. I've considered putting Rotom Cut in here. I'm still likely to change it. I might put Latias in here. Who knows? So if you don't see Baymax, don't be surprised. I don't have a ton of time this week to make another team builder. I'm kind of just doing this now because I have 20 minutes. So this last slot might change because I'm really happy with the first 5 members, but Baymax kind of just is here. Because I love him and he hits like a truck. But I don't feel like it is the best thing for him, although I don't know what else I could bring. So anyway, that's my team. As you can tell, I'm not super confident because I'm battling Crazy this week. I feel like you guys can all understand that. But hopefully this team can put in the work. Hopefully we can stay undefeated. We are currently the only undefeated team in the league, but I really don't expect that to last. But anyway, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys on game day.